You've probably felt a change in your life as you turn 60, right? Maybe it's a feeling of loneliness, unexplained fatigue, or sometimes an inexplicable feeling of sadness. These feelings can come on very gently, like a wave quietly rolling into your life without any obvious signs. But this can be a sign of a bigger problem, depression. And depression doesn't just appear in young people. It can also silently affect older people. You may not realize that feeling tired, lacking energy, or even feeling like you no longer want to participate in activities you used to enjoy are signs of depression. And this is not uncommon. Depression in older adults is actually a big problem that few people are aware of, because many of us think that as we age, we have to accept the changes in our bodies and minds as part of aging. However, depression is not something that has to be accepted. You can still live a happy, healthy, and fresh life even when you are older. In today's video, I want to share with you 6 ways to nurture your mental health, help you overcome potential depression, and live a more beautiful, fulfilling life in your remaining years. These methods will not only help you feel happier and happier, but also help you maintain a healthy spirit, thereby improving the quality of your life. We will learn simple, easy to do, but extremely effective methods. And if you are feeling mentally unstable, don't worry, because you are not alone, and there are many ways you can improve this condition. Start with the first habit of cultivating mental health, helping you live longer and live happier. Point 1. Start the day with gratitude. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to improve your mental health is to start each day with gratitude. Gratitude can change the way you see life and the way you face challenges. As we get older, it can be easy to get caught up in negative thoughts about the losses in life, about changes we cannot control. However, if we try to find the good things in each day, we will see life become brighter and feelings of depression will gradually disappear. A simple way to practice gratitude is to start each morning when you wake up. Take a few minutes to think of 3 things you are grateful for in your life. It could be your health, your family, or simple things that you have taken for granted. Think about these positive things and feel grateful. When you feel grateful, your mood will change, and you will see that life has many good things that you have not realized. A story I want to share is about an older friend of mine. She went through a difficult time when she lost her spouse. But instead of wallowing in sadness, she started practicing gratitude every day. Every morning when she woke up, she wrote down 3 things she was grateful for, and after a while, she noticed that she felt happier and more joyful, even though the changes in her life were still there. Practicing gratitude helped her feel grateful for the smallest things, and this completely changed her spirit. Point 2. Seek social connection. As we age, one of the biggest factors that causes loneliness and depression is a lack of social connection. You may start to feel less connected to friends or family, and sometimes feel left out. But the truth is, maintaining positive social relationships is one of the most important factors in maintaining our mental health and reducing the risk of depression. Try to find ways to connect with old friends, join community groups, or get involved in social activities. You don't have to have a large network of friends, but small get-togethers and conversations with people around you can bring joy and comfort. You can join book clubs, cooking classes, or exercise groups, all of which are great opportunities to meet and connect with people who share similar interests. Another story I want to share is about an older friend of mine who felt very lonely after she lost her husband. She decided to join a senior fitness club where she not only got to exercise, but also met new friends. This helped her feel happier, more positive, and less lonely. Social connection is a great way to improve your mental health and prevent you from feeling isolated as you age. Point 3. Maintain a daily physical activity routine. You may have heard a lot about the benefits of exercise and movement for physical health. However, few people know that maintaining a physical activity routine also plays a very important role in maintaining mental health, especially for the elderly. As you age, your body may not be as flexible and supple as before, but light exercise every day will help you maintain energy, reduce anxiety and depression, and improve your mood. Try to spend at least 20 to 30 minutes a day on light sports activities, such as walking, yoga, swimming, or even stretching exercises. These activities not only improve your physical health, but also help you release happy hormones, such as endorphins, which relieve feelings of stress and anxiety. When you exercise, your brain releases neurotransmitters that make you feel happier and more optimistic. I remember a story about an elderly friend of mine. She was struggling with mild depression after her husband passed away. She felt like she had lost her purpose in life and had no motivation to do anything. However, after she started attending a yoga class for seniors, she felt a lot of changes in herself. The feeling of stress gradually disappeared, replaced by a relaxed and optimistic spirit. Maintaining an exercise routine not only helped her improve her health, but also made her feel happy and full of energy. You will definitely feel the difference if you start exercising every day. Try starting with gentle exercises like walking or yoga, and gradually increase the intensity of your exercise as you feel your body gets used to it. It's important to be persistent, and don't be discouraged if you find it a little difficult at first. Point 4. Create a habit of learning and self-development. One of the best ways to maintain your mental health is to keep learning and developing yourself. When you're no longer involved in a formal job or the busy daily activities you had when you were younger, you may feel like you have no purpose or nothing to do. However, this doesn't mean you can't continue to learn and develop. In fact, learning new things is not only fun, but it can also stimulate your brain and slow down the aging process. You can try learning a new language, taking online courses on topics you love, or exploring areas you've never had the chance to explore. These activities will not only improve your memory, but will also help you feel more active and ready to take on new challenges in life. A story I want to share is about an older friend of mine. He was retired and felt that life was a bit boring. However, he decided to take an online painting course. At first, he found it very difficult because he had never painted before. But through each lesson, he not only learned how to create beautiful paintings, but also felt proud and happier every day. This not only helped him improve his mental health, but also brought new joy to his life. If you feel like you may lack motivation, try finding something new to learn. Creating small goals for yourself helps you feel like you have a reason to wake up and start the day, which is very important in maintaining mental health. Point 5. Practice self-love and self-care. You may have spent your whole life taking care of your family, friends, and those around you. However, as you enter your 60s, it is important to learn how to take care of yourself. Self-love is not just about loving yourself, but also about understanding your worth and creating habits that help you feel happy and comfortable every day. Practicing self-love can start with very simple things. It can be taking time to relax, reading your favorite book, or even pampering yourself with relaxing therapies such as massage, taking a bath, or taking a walk in the park. These activities help you feel relaxed, while also reducing stress and fatigue. One story I want to share is about an elderly woman who has a habit of taking care of herself every night. After a long day, she will spend at least 30 minutes relaxing in the bathtub, listening to soft music and letting herself completely relax. She shared that after starting this habit, she felt lighter in body, more relaxed in mind, and more energetic for the following days. Taking care of herself has helped her regain joy and energy in life. Point 6. Stay positive and focus on the present. One of the most important factors in maintaining mental health is optimism. In life, we may encounter many challenges, sufferings, and losses. But instead of focusing on the negative, learning to look at things optimistically and focus on the positive can help you improve your mental health significantly. When you feel anxious, stressed, or sad, try to stop and look at the situation in a different way. Ask yourself, what positive things can I take from this situation? You may be facing a loss or hardship, but can you find a valuable lesson or an opportunity to grow from the experience? This does not mean that you should lighten up your sadness or hardships, but instead, it encourages you to look for the light in the darkness. Another way to stay positive is to practice mindfulness. As you enter your 60s and the ups and downs of life have passed, it can be easy to get caught up in thoughts about the past or the future. But to live a happy and healthy life, you need to learn to live fully in each moment. Focusing on the present helps you reduce anxiety, stress, and bring peace of mind. A story I want to share is about a friend of mine. She went through a very difficult time when her husband passed away. At that time, she felt very sad and lost, but after a while, she decided to change her way of thinking. Instead of dwelling on old memories, she focused on living fully in each day. She started participating in activities such as taking art classes, walking in the park, and spending time tending to her garden. This helped her regain her joy of life and optimism. Not only did she overcome her grief, but she also found peace and happiness in her life. Point 7. Take care of your mental health through creativity. One of the great ways to maintain your mental health is through creativity. You may think that creativity is only for young people who have free time. However, creativity can be a powerful tool to improve your mood and reduce stress. No matter how old you are, creativity can come from many different sources. It could be learning a musical instrument, taking art classes like painting, making crafts, or even writing a journal. These creative activities not only entertain you, but also give you the opportunity to express your feelings and thoughts freely. This helps you relieve stress and anxiety and refresh your spirit. One memorable story is about an elderly woman who, after retiring, felt that her life had become boring and purposeless. One day, she decided to join a painting class. At first, she found it very difficult and did not have confidence in her abilities. But over time, she created emotional paintings. This not only helped her relax, but also created a great source of motivation in her life. She felt that she could be more creative and explore herself than ever before, and that greatly improved her spirit. So, do not hesitate to try creative activities. Even if you are not an artist, trying your hand at creativity can help improve your spirit and make you feel happier every day. Point 8. Spend time outdoors. As you enter your 60s, you may feel less active and less involved in outdoor activities. However, taking time to get outside, breathe fresh air, and immerse yourself in nature can help reduce stress, boost your mental health, and improve your overall well-being. Whether it's taking a walk in the park, taking a short trip, or simply sitting on your balcony and enjoying the sunshine, exposure to nature has many health benefits. Sunlight provides vitamin D, which helps boost your immune system, while fresh air helps reduce stress and anxiety levels. One story I want to share is about a friend of mine. She used to rarely go outside because she felt tired and had no energy. However, she decided to change her routine by taking a 20-minute walk in the park near her house every morning. After a few weeks, she noticed that not only did she feel healthier, but her spirit also became more optimistic and energetic. Gentle walks in the green space helped her feel closer to nature, thereby reducing stress and anxiety. So we have discovered 6 ways to help you nurture your mental health and live happily and healthily after 60. Gratitude, social connection, physical activity, personal development, creativity, and spending time in nature. All of these habits not only help you maintain your mental health, but also make your life richer and more meaningful. Remember, depression is not something you have to accept. You can completely change your life by applying these simple but effective habits. With perseverance and determination, you can nurture your mental health, overcome difficulties, and enjoy life every day. Thank you for watching this video. If you find these shares useful, don't forget to leave your feelings in the comment section. Click like and subscribe to the channel to receive more useful videos about health and life. Wish you a happy, healthy life and always love yourself.